So guys, what's up? Welcome back to the last part of this Flutter series. So guys, today what we are going to do is we are going to build this custom app bar onto our cart, and also we are going to create a draggable widget for which if we can drag a food item in our cart to this delete button, and it will get deleted. So guys, these two things we'll do in this video, and this will be the last video of the series because in the main.dart file we are just going to build the UI, and for which I'll make the code full code available in the description. So the basic features we have covered all the block and all the mechanism of our app, and today the last mechanism is left, that is dragging this food item to our delete icon for it to get deleted. So guys, this will be the last video, and I hope you are enjoying this series. And sorry for bringing up this video very late because I was quite busy with some personal schedules. So guys, today what we need to do, we'll continue with the card.dart file. So in this card.dart file we have already created this cart list item stateless widget, and it also has data of food item. So guys, if you have not checked out my previous videos, do check out to understand how we reach here. So guys, again, now what we need to do is inside this long press draggable widget, we'll first give a haptic feedback on start, which will be false. And after that, what we need to do is we need to create a draggable child feedback, so which would be our feedback mechanism. So feedback draggable child feedback, which we will be creating. So draggable child feedback. Okay, so let's create this draggable child feedback. So guys, out here, first of all, I'm going to create the draggable child class. So class, it will be a stateless widget. So stateless draggable draggable child, and it is going to return a container. Okay, but before that, what we need to do is we'll need a constant constructor draggable uh, child draggable child, and inside this we are going to give a key. So key, and then what we need is required required this dot food item. Okay, so we need a food item, so this dot food item, and then yes, okay, so now super okay, key, it should be a key, and then we need to initialize the food item. So final food item uh, food item. Okay, so guys, now we have our constructor, and then how it is going to return this draggable child, which it is returning a container, and inside this container we'll need a margin. So margin, it would be edge insets dot only. Okay, um let's give it say 25. Okay, and then we'll need a child, and the child would be an item content. So inside this item content, uh, um, item content is basically a stateless widget which we'll be creating shortly. So what this item content will do is it will actually give the contents of the item, like this name, then the quantity, and this picture. So we'll create this widget later on. So for now, let's keep it as item content, and after that, this item content will take food item, of course, so we'll do this later on. So now let us move on, and let's create that draggable child feedback widget. So it would be a stateless widget and draggable child feedback. Okay, I'll just copy this up, and I'll just paste it up here, and it is going to return, first of all we need a constructor, so I'll just copy this up, and it is also, it will also take a food item, and I'll just copy it, and I'll just paste it here, and it would be draggable child feedback. Okay, feedback, draggable child feedback, done. And then what it is going to do, it is going to return, first of all, let us initialize the block, the color block which we have created, or not. I think we have not created it, because okay, so we need a color block. So actually I think, yes, I have created this color block in the list style color block dart file. You guys can check out if you guys have followed my videos. So after that, back in our card.dart, so what we need to do is, first of all, it will return opacity, so opacity widget, so opacity. And now we have to specify the opacity, so opacity would be 0.7. Okay, and then what we need to do is, we will need a child, and it will be a material, so material, and inside this, it should be material, and then inside this, we need child, which would be the stream builder, so stream builder. Okay, stream builder. Okay, stream builder, and inside the stream builder we need to give a stream. So back in our list style color block dart, remember that we had this color block, and inside this color block we also have a stream. So let us include it. So first of all, to include our block in our widget, what we need to do is write under this widget build, and we need to specify our block. So final color block, color block. Okay, color block, color block equals block provider dot get block, block get block color block. Okay, and then what we need to do is, now inside our stream builder we need to specify the stream, which would be a color block dot color stream. Okay, so after that we'll need a builder, so builder builder context, builder context. Okay, comma snapshot, snapshot. And after that what we need is, we need it is going to return, the builder is going to return container, and inside this container we need to give a decoration. So decoration, okay, decoration box, decoration box. Okay, decoration. And inside this box decoration we need to specify, I will give a border radius. So uh, we need to give a border radius, so border radius, let's give it border radius. Okay, radius, border radius dot circular. Okay, and then let's give it a radius of 15. And after that, what we need to do, we need to specify the color. So color snapshot, 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 snapshot dot data, snapshot dot data snapshot.data is not equal to null, uh, then we want the snapshot dot data. Okay, if the snapshot if the snapshot dot data is not null, then what we want to do is the color would be uh, then okay, so if the snapshot dot data is not equal to null, then it is going to give the color of the snapshot dot data, else it is going to give a color of white. So that is what I meant to say, so white. Okay, and after that we need to give a padding. Okay, so right below this container, so I'll give a comma out here, and then below this container. Okay, so there, here with semicolon, and okay, so not below this container, below this box decoration widget, what we need to do is where's the box decoration widget? Okay, so let me just so below this box decoration widget, we are going to give some padding. So padding edge insets dot all, it would be, let's say, 10, and then after that we need to give the width. So width would be uh, a media query. So media query means basically for different screen sizes. So I mentioned it in my earlier videos, so you guys can go and have a look of what is media query, and probably in the Netflix series video, Netflix app video series, so you guys can um, understand what is basically media query. So media query dot size dot width multiplied by 0.95. Okay, then we need to give a child. So child would be item content food item. Okay, food item food item. So now we need to create this item content class, which will be a stateless widget. So let's create it. So first of all, I'll go down up here, and I'll create a stateless widget, and it would be item content. Yes, item content. And inside this item content, we are going to need a constructor of item content. So I'll just copy this up. I'll copy this constructor, and I'll just paste it here, and it would be item content. Okay, item content. Okay, and it will also take a food item as parameter. So and it is going to return a container, and then it is going to return a child. So let us have a look at uh, our item container card. So here you guys can see that it is going to have this have the the quantity of the food item, and then the name of the food item, and it is going to have a price, and it is going to have a picture. So all these things are in the same row. So what we need to do is we need to first create a column, probably first create a row, and then we are going to need to give the children to the row. So yes, that's what we are going to do now. So row, and inside this row we'll need a cross axis alignment. Okay, so cross axis alignment, and cross axis alignment alignment dot center. Okay, and after that we are also going to need a main axis alignment, because everything is because the cross axis alignment should be in the center, and then the main axis alignment would be for a row. The main axis alignment is actually the horizontal one, and the cross-axis alignment is the vertical one. So we want it to be centered vertically, and what we need to do is we need to have some space between this children. So that's why we're just going to use it as main axis alignment dot space between. Okay, so now it's done, and then this row is going to have some children. So let's give it some children. So children, okay, okay. So children, uh, children widgets. Okay. So for the first children, what we need to give is the the image, and then we'll give this text, which will be the rich text, because it is bigger and bolder, and then we are going to give this small text or text, just text. So this is three things we need to give as children. So okay, so first of all, what we need to do is we need a clip react. Okay, so clip, clipper clipper act. Okay. So what is a clipper act? So actually clipper act is a widget which actually clips its child using a round rectangle. So clip, uh, clipper act is basically that widget which clips its child using a round rectangle, so that if we drag this item to this delete icon, then it is going to show a red rounded rectangle, basically warning us about the that the item is going to get deleted. So guys, so let's give this clipper X. So border radius would be border radius dot circular, and it should be a 5. So and then after that we need a child. So child would have the dot image dot network. Okay, network. And what is this network? So if you have the images stored in your database, then you can give the link for your database, or you can give the link of your location where the image is getting stored. So for now I'm giving the URL of the images which I'm fetching from the internet. So food item dot image URL, and then what I need to do is I need to give fit. So fit would be fit box fit dot fit height. Okay, and the height would be around 55, and after that the width would be uh, around, okay, width around let's say 90 or 80. Okay, so that's it. So our basic the image part is done. Oh, so now I think I've confused this clipper act with the delete option. So guys, basically we are using clipper act here because we want the small curves in at the border or the corner of our image. So that's why we are actually using this clipper act option. But it basically means that it clips its child with a circular rectangular border. So that is it. And after that what we need to do is we need to create this rich text. So right here, after this clipper act widget, what we need to do is we need to give a rich text. So rich text, and what this rich text will contain is the name of the food item and the quantity of the food item present in the cart. So let's give the text. The text should be a text span, and inside this text span, what we need to do, we need a child textile. Okay, textile. Okay, so after that, what we need to do, we need to specify a font size. So font size, yeah, let's say it's 16, and then colors dot black, and after that we need to give the font weight. So font weight it would be font weight dot bold, or let's give a font weight of around 700. And then what we need to do is we need to give some children, children not here, I guess. So we need to give children to our text pan. So right under this text style widget, we'll give the children. So children, the first children would be the quantity of the food items we have. So this is the quantity. So now well, we are going to give the text. So text, okay, children, text pan, and inside this text pan, let's give the text. So text would be a food item dot quantity, and we want it to be in a string format, so string to string. Okay, and after that, what we need to do is we'll need another text pan. We'll just copy this one, paste it here, and paste it here. Okay, so now we have two more text pans, and one is for the food item dot title. So food item dot title, so title, and let us remove this to string because it is already a string, the food item dot title. And then the second one would be about the text would be basically the multiply symbol. So text pan, I can directly write here, so multiply, which is cross or x. And okay, so text pan, text, it should be text, and it is a cross. And so we have the rich text, and now we need to include the price. So the price would be a basic simple basic and simple uh, text widget. So text, and we'll just give the price. So what we need to do is, first of all, uh, I'm going to use the price of the item. So let me just give it in dollars. So we need to give it in dollars. And then what we do is food, okay, food item dot quantity uh, multiplied by food item dot price. Okay, so what we are basically showing is that if there are two items, then the price will get doubled. So that is what calculation we are doing here. So basically the price will multiply for the number of items. So that's it. And after that, what we need to do is we need to give a text style. So style, okay, text style, okay, then color would be colors dot gray, and it would have 500. And then we need to give the font weight. So font weight would be font weight dot 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 w400. Okay, 400, come on. Okay, so now so our this item content is done, and we have our item content. So it is going to take a food item as parameter. So uh, food item, okay. And now what else is left is actually we have to create the custom app bar now. So stateless widget. So okay, so stateless widget, okay, custom app bar. And then inside this custom app bar, first of all we need to include a block. So final, so final, the cart list block, and call it block. So block provider, oh, we need to get a block. So block provider, okay, so block provider dot get block, okay, get block, get block, okay. And here we need to give it is going to get the cart list block, okay. And now after that, what we're going to do is we are going to return a row. And okay, row, and inside this row we'll need a main axis alignment, and main axis alignment dot space between. Okay, so basically we are creating this custom app bar. So as you guys can see, we have this small black button and we have this delete icon. So these are the two things which we need in our custom app bar. So after the space between, what we need to do, we need to provide a children. So the first children would be, let's put it inside a padding. So we'll give a padding of edge. Edge insets dot all, and after that, what we need to do, we need to give it a, let's give it a padding of 5.0, and then we'll need a child, and inside this child we'll need a gesture detector. So gesture detector, and inside this gesture detector we need to give a child. So why are we using this gesture detector? Because we need this icon will actually be responsive, and what it will do is basically it will pop out, so it will go back to our home screen. So that's why we are using it. So okay. So inside this icon, what we need to do is, first of all, we'll have the icon of Cupertino icons, or let's say icons. Okay, so Cupertino icons dot dot not add. So be back. So back. Okay. So we have this back icon, and now let us adjust the size. So we may need to make it a bit bigger. So size would be around, let's say 30. And I'm getting this error, I don't know why. So okay, I've mistakenly given this equal, it should not be equal. And then inside our gesture detector, what we need to do is we need to give the on tap method. So what will happen if we tap on the gesture detector? So on tap, okay, on tap, so it is going to navigator dot navigator dot pop out. So pop context. Okay, so navigator dot pop context, and yes, we need to include it as a method. So navigator dot pop context. Okay, so guys, okay, so guys, now our custom app bar is done, but a few more things are left. So first of all, we need to give drag target widget. So basically we are going to define which will be at the target widget when we drag our food food item. So that target widget will be in our custom app bar. So that is this delete button. So as you guys can see, so what we are going to do now, we are going to need to create a stateful widget. So first of all, let us include it in our custom app bar. So drag drag target widget. So drag target widget, and it will be, it will take a block. So let us keep this block here, and for now it is showing error because we have not created it yet. So flutter stateful widget, and it would be the drag target widget, drag target widget. And now as said earlier, it is going to take a block. So right here, what I'm going to do is final card list block block. Okay. So okay, so let's see, I think we're getting an error. Okay, so card list block, so we're getting error. Oh, so we have not initialized our block. So final card list block, then drag target drag target widget. So drag target widget, and it will take this dot block. Okay. And now after that, what we need to do is we are going to create it. It is going to return. It is going to return a drag target, and but before that we need to specify a few things. So first of all, we need to specify the current food item. So yeah, yeah, under this widget build, we need to give the food item. So food, okay, food item, current food item, and after that, what we need to give, we need to initialize our block again. So color, we need to initialize the color block, not um, the base block. So the color block, and which will be equal to a block provider dot get block color block. Okay, color block, and after that it is going to return a drag target. So I'll just remove this container or replace it with drag target, and the target would be a food item. So food item would be the target, and inside this drag target widget, what we need to specify that on accept. So if uh, the drag target is reached, and the food item is reached to the drag target, and it is accepted, and it's going to take the food item, and what it is going to do is it is going to delete it. So current food item equals food item. Okay, and after that what, okay, this is current food item, and we are okay, current food item, and after that what we need to do is we need to specify the color block. So color block dot set color, then it would be colors dot white. Okay, and then widget block. So widget dot block dot remove from a list. So we have created this method into our block. So you can go back to this card list.block file, and here you can see the method, which is the remove from list method, which we have created. So that is what we are using now, and this remove from list actually takes a parameter. So it takes the food item which we have listed as the current food item. So just select food, current food item, and after that okay, so we need to specify the UI, if we know that if it is being if it is being dragged to there, and if it is being accepted, then actually we need to get the a warning response. So basically the warning response should be in red, as I mentioned earlier. So after that on accept, so on will accept method. So on will accept, what we need to do is okay, so item food item. Okay, and then after that what we need to do is inside this on will accept, we need to include a color block dot set color colors dot red. Okay, and it is going to return true. So return true. So and after that on leave, suppose we don't want to delete this, and we just drag it over here and then place it back. So that will be on leave. So uh, okay, so on leave, this is the same. So I'll just copy this up, copy from here, and I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it here, and on leaf this will be set color colors dot white, and then we are going to return a builder, and then the builder would contain this the child, which would be this delete button. So that's why we have included it in this row. So so let us create the builder. So right after this, so it is not going to return any true because we have not deleted it or accepted it. So uh, so after that, what we need to do is let us include a builder up here. So a builder, and then build context, build context, context, comma, list, um, list, incoming list, get, and then that's it. And after that, inside of here, we are going to give padding, uh, padding, and actually it's going to return a padding. So return, return padding. Okay, so return padding, and this will contain a child of padding, edge insets dot edge insets dot all. So we are going to give padding on all sides of around 5.0, and then we need to give a child. So child icon cube. Okay, icon Cupertino icons dot delete, and it will have a size, a slight bigger size. So size 35. Let's say 35. Okay. So guys, we have created the custom app bar, and we have also created the track target widget. So I forgot one semicolon here. So guys, this was the last video of this series. So I end this series right here, and the main dart is basically the home UI, which I hope you guys can build. So if you need any help, or if you are stuck in somewhere, then I will put the link to the source code of this whole file, including this main.dart file, and the source code of this whole project will be available in my description of this video and the previous videos also. So guys, I hope you like this series and you got to learn something from this series. So do subscribe to my channel for more videos and series based on web development, app development, and Flutter. So guys, and do share this video and do like it if you found it helpful. And till then, I'll see you in another fresh project, Flutter or web project. Till then, stay tuned.